dear ones. This is a timeless, near personal love and spirituality reading for whomever is guided to watch it with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. This reading in particular is dedicated to FREDRIKA that made a donation to the channel to get more content like this. Thank you so much, FREDRIKA, for making this reading happen. I can also mention that you can become a member to my channel, either a supportive member that will get access to unique emojis, loyalty badges and live Q&As where I answer your questions, or an extended member that will also get most of my videos ahead of time, and a full member that will get access to my mediumship training videos and other special videos. Welcome to join through the link in the description box or through the join button next to the subscribe button. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for the season that is up, or you can check out the pick a card and near personal or bonus readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos that the playlist contains. If you just click the little V down, you will only see about 12 videos, I think. Sometimes there is more. So, and I have already shuffled your cards, and I used the golden black tarot with Kate Black. Golden tarot with Kate Black. Sorry, that was the thing I was trying to say. So, I will start reading. And this is underneath the pile of the past. And we have the 7 of coins. So we see delays here. You might have been waiting for something in the past that never happened or was delayed with being fulfilled. And 7s are always spiritual challenges. So when we are being challenged like this, we are probably being challenged with patience, not getting what we want because something else is much better for us from our soul's perspective. It's our soul that dictates this in most cases. Okay. And here's the Wheel of Fortune. So you weren't able to get what you dreamt of because something needed to be repeated, or there was a lesson in the old thing that you didn't want that needed to be learned. So you couldn't step forward into what you wanted because there was an unfulfilled step in this thing in the past that you didn't want it. For example, it can be you want a better job, but there's a lesson still in your old job, or you wanted commitment in your relationship, but there was a lesson in the non-committed situation, or that you wanted to have more money, but there was still a lesson in having less money, things like this. And this is how it felt for you here in the past. Not pleasant at all, 9 of Swords, but the pain is the doorway to spiritual growth. If you go to where there's pain and you go through that like a hero, every movie is about this. The hero goes through a lot of troubles, comes out on the other side, and without it, it wouldn't be a movie. So this is the heroic part of the story where you need to face challenges. And here it seems to be challenges when it comes to what you want to have vis-a-vis what you do have. So when we can make ourselves very unhappy when we don't like the situation we are in now and we want another reality, then we are actually we are kind of refusing the reality we are in, and that creates a lot of resistance. Resistance creates pain. It's when we can accept the situation we are in, no matter how horrific it is, that we kind of let go of the tight grab, and things can start to move forward in a more with more flow. And when there's a fear, there's an unhealed wound. So situations that's challenging will bring up these unhealed wounds, so you can heal them. It's also a reason to why you are here, because healed wounds becomes pages in your book of wisdom. And here we have another spiritual challenge, and it's the 7 of Cups. So it's a question about trusting your own emotions. I'm feeling a lot of you have been chasing a dream, and you feel like your emotions or your intuition has fueled this dream. You want a certain thing, but you are not getting it accordingly to the 7 of Coins. and this makes you confused. So was the dream all a waste? Were you even supposed to have the dream, or was it all an illusion? Are you supposed to go after something else or forget about the dream? So what is going on? You have a lot of questions there, so I'm going to try to answer them. So I will take from Wisdom of the House of Night, probably those cards. Deceit, focus and deceit. So I'll read these cards for you. 17, focus. So when I shuffled the cards, I saw a lot of focus with you, because whatever hardship you went through, there was the Ace of Wands. And it was you with wings and the Book of Wisdom and the wand that you were holding in front of you. So it was very determined, much like this card. My child, when you draw this symbol, it's a wonderful sign that with focus you will achieve what you want. If I give you an arrow and a bow to use, how will you shoot and hit your mark? This is a reminder that you must let go of all distractions and have the courage to give it your all. Your arrow will be drawn to whatever you focus on, so keep your eye on the target. However, remember that you can't control every outcome. Just as the wind can influence the path of your arrow, there are many factors determining the course of your plans. To achieve anything, you must focus, take aim, and then let go. I'm thinking the clue here is to be able to let go and shoot away a lot of arrows towards your different dreams, and not be so caught up in where they end up, and kind of go with the flow a little bit more. So this dream wasn't fulfilled. You know, rejection is God's protection as well. 38, deceit. And it's very good. It comes with 7 of Cups, which is about illusions. When you choose the symbol of deceit, be careful about your motives in making your choices. In the House of Night, there is one who has betrayed herself and all those who looked up to her. I'm also warning you that someone may be stabbing you in the back. Regardless of the circumstances of your question, I warn you about deceit. There will be a price to pay for betrayal in all forms. Only you know how much it will cost. That said, although the energy of betrayal can be seductive, I am stronger and you are forewarned. So this is the confusion of it all, because if you feel like you're called, you're asked to give your everything to something, and you do, and then the other person betrays you. So what's up with that? Why were you supposed to throw your whole heart in the game just to have it stomped upon? And the answer here is healing, because you probably had your heart stomped in the same way in a previous lifetime, which left a trauma. And eventually, when you have had the same experience, a person is stomping on your heart, stomping on your heart, stomping on your heart. Eventually, you will grow from this, and you will first you will see it coming. Okay, you will see who is going to be deceitful or not. So, because you get a better judgment because of your experience. So that is one thing. You will see it coming. But you have this longing, so you feel that, oh, it must be something special with this person, or this dream I have, or this work, or this career. And you feel this burning force, so you forego all the warning flags and red flags and go towards your goal. That's a mistake, because you are supposed to see the red flags and be able to hold your horses with all this energy and hold it for a better time, to give it your all. So be warned about the red flags. And another why this is happening is also eventually, when you have been through this a million times, it won't hurt. Okay, it won't hurt if a person leaves you and they deceive you and you are like, just okay, bye, sorry, because you have been so strong. You have learned to live without people. You have learned to become happy on your own. You have learned to love yourself. And it has happened so many times. So it's like, it doesn't even touch you when this is happening. It might hurt for 5 minutes, and then you realize, it's this old thing. And then you won't be sad about it. And if you are, you will probably have methods to deal with it by now, because you have become so experienced. And eventually, when this happens, it has lost all its toxins. Okay, this situation, it's like a snake. It has no more venom, so it can bite you, but it didn't even have any teeth, no venom, no teeth. That is when the whole lap is, fulfilled, and the snake bites its own tail, and that's the world card, and that's when you go out of this cycle, Wheel of Fortune, and come to the next stage of your existence with something else to be challenged by, because the hero always needs to be challenged. But the snake, in this case, will have lost its venom and it's not going to touch you anymore. And this is the now, and we have the Lover. So it's definitely a very, some kind of connection, maybe to something that has the habit of betraying you, is what I'm feeling. And here we have the Ten of Swords. So this is how it has felt for you to go through this again and again. We have 10 of Swords, 10 Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Swords. So here again, it happens again and again, the same story. You're hurt the same way. It's ripping up the old wounds. You feel punished. You feel, why can't my life be happy? Why do I always have to go through this, jump through the same hoops just to hit the wall, or have my heart stomped on? And well, we already know the reasons because I just told you. And here we have an Ace of Swords. So this is you putting pages into your book of wisdom. You're learning things by this, and it's your soul's longing to do this. Your soul is like a drop of the divine, and it has its own journey through waterfalls, through rivers, and out back into the ocean. And when it comes back into the ocean, it will have a story to tell to the divine, the great ocean, and it will be more than what it was before. And this is how universe itself is evolving. And here we see you also being very sharp, a little bit bitter maybe. You see this face, it's a little bit bitter, don't you think? But the butterfly is there. So you have toughened up. You have learned, you are sharp, you can see the red flags, you're not easily fooled, but you haven't come to the point where it's not, because it still hurts. I can see this with the 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords, but at least you have come to this stage where you are, a little bit suspicious at least. You're not just giving your heart away to be stomped on. Yes, a little bit suspicious. 9 of Wands. So this is the level which you have achieved right now with this challenge that we see here in the past. You have reached to the level where you are able to see what will be coming, and you can say no before it fulfills itself and people stomp all over you again, or your heart or your dreams or whatever is going on. And we can see that the hero here is dressed in white. The castle is also white. So it shows that you haven't, become entirely bitter. You still have this, what I felt from the Ace of Wands that came when I shuffled your cards, this spirit. You haven't given up. Here the divine has asked you to swim just a little bit further, just a little, like around the corner. There will be your dream. You will be fulfilled. And you swim and you come around the corner, and the divine says, well, it's the next corner. Just swim a little bit longer, and you swim and you swim. And when you come around the corner, the divine says, well, it's just around the next corner. And this is your attitude to all this. You are starting to believe that this dream, it's BS, okay? It's not going to happen. And 9, it's connected to the Hermit. So you're starting to think that maybe you need to live as a hermit somewhere and not engage in life. And it's a little bit like chicken out, and to not go into this, your soul contract about jumping through hoops and learning stuff. So you say, I have learned enough, and I have learned that the world is, crap, and I don't want to deal with crap. So I'm going to sit in my cave or stand behind my wall here, and I won't deal with people because hell is other people. And this is the divine advice when it comes to that attitude. That's very normal and totally understandable, I might add. So, a gentle gardener. Be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. So we are talking about your blueprints here, the things that you assume is creating your life, and they have a certain momentum. So even if you have changed your blueprints and you have worked really hard with this, to change the mindsets that you learned maybe already as a child, that I can't be loved or everything is going to hell for me. So even if you have worked with this, there's still things to look at, and it's also a certain momentum. It's like a big ship. So if you have gone in that direction and you are changing your blueprints and you're starting to think in another way, it's shifting, but take time. It's a big ship. So, thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She's the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and accept a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. And this is for those of you that feels, a little bit more like grumpy like this, and is. Do you harbor? I think I want to show these cards instead. It will be funny. So I'm not laughing at you. I am through the same things often when you are through them. So it's funny. Do you harbor resentments? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation, thinking, oh, I will never have a life partner, or I will always be bullied at work, or I will never have the house of my dreams. Every time you send out a desire for something but secretly harbor a belief that you are undeserving of it, you plant weeds in the field of your dreams. When the gentle gardener appears in the reverse position, she reminds you to be aware of a negative thought or selfish motives that you might harbor. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention to what? Changing page. Thoughts, seeds you send out into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove a bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool. I'm laughing because I feel like you have a journey also to forgive the divine or even God. And they don't hold resentment, I promise. So it's okay. You can be angry. It's fine. And so the first stage is, of course, to jump through all these hoops and to get very, stoic, because you have went through it all. You have seen it all, and you're not surprised anymore. And then to start to become more aware. The Ace of Swords is also awareness. So you're not only aware about the red flags and the stuff that's happening to you, the cycle. You're not only aware of 10, 1, 1 plus 0, 1 of the cycle. You also see other things. Okay? So you can see yourself. You can hear yourself. You can catch yourself thinking something. You think about something gruesome that happened in the past. And you kind of shiver over it, and it sends out certain chemicals in your body, adrenaline and other stuff. And you can be addicted to these chemicals and therefore addicted to this negative thinking. And this negative thinking will get more of the old thing that you're shivering about and feel sad about and heartbroken over. And you will see it soon again. And with the Ace of Swords, you have become aware of this pattern. So you can actually stop the thought when it comes. You don't have to be hysterical about this. Let it change naturally. So you can start easy. Every time you find yourself saying, oh, I'm so daft, or I'm stupid, or why can't I never get this to work? You change that tune and you say to yourself, I am such a great person because now I saw the problem, and I just saw that I was about to repeat it, and I love myself. So you just change it like something that's, positive instead of negative, or where you show lack of self-worth or self-love or self-support. and you change it into something else. You just change it. Every time you notice, when you don't notice, when you're like here and just live in the pain, it's not much you can do. Just crawl around in pain, have a little panic, anxiety and things like this. You can notice the pain and you can stay with the pain, and that will make you aware. And then you're aware of the thought that led to the pain, or the pain that led to the thought. And you can, attention is healing. So when you give attention to this, you give love to the pain, and it starts to heal. So yes, the hermit, it's fine, because you need to be alone through this process. Things doesn't, it preoccupies your mind and make you, when you are together with someone else, you think all these negative thoughts, and you're in the conversation with this person, and you're not able to have this moment of awareness that much. So when you are alone, it's easier for you to catch it. So it's a good time to start to catch your negative thoughts and to take them up and gently replace them with a better seed. Okay, and this is your future. And here we have justice. So it's universal awareness, and this is your awareness, and they are very tightly they are kind of in the same frequency. So you're working here when you're aware of what you're thinking and how you're thinking about the gruesome past, and thereby letting yourself relive this gruesome past in your beautiful now, dirtying it up over and over and over again, putting in like weeds in your beautiful paradise garden. And when you notice that, and you can decide, I don't have to relive this situation anymore, I don't have to go through this all again, or I don't have to live in this future, this pursuing this scary future that I have imagined myself to be. I'm going to be forced to live in this because this and that's going to lead to this. And when you realize that you have painted a picture of a gruesome future, you can take it back, pull up the weed, and give yourself an alternative vision. And if it's hard for you to make a positive affirmation, for example, my life is beautiful. If you feel like it's not that beautiful, you can ask instead. You can make an affirmation and say, and ask, why are my life beautiful? You can always find at least one thing that makes your life beautiful, and then say that my life is beautiful because I am able to wake up in the morning and watch the sunrise, for example, or whatever it is. I have the use of my legs. That's something to be happy for. Well, here it comes. I missed it. Ace of Wands. And it comes flanking the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, being aware of the projections. So Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, masculine element, fire, air, and it's spiritual awareness about your emotions. So you might have past life or different traumas from past life and just earlier in your life that will trigger pain that fuels your negative thinking. So be aware of that. It just arises to the surface, almost like a dead body arising in a river, and it's in need of your attention. Okay, it can't be there like floating about. It needs to have like a proper burial, and it needs to get justice. The justice is there. You need to have justice. So you need to give this part of you that was killed through this trauma justice. So you can't just ignore it when it pops up in your awareness and you get anxious and you think, oh God, what am I anxious about? I don't even know. And it might not have anything to do with your present life, but you will make it about that because you will think, okay, so what is it that's bugging me? It's probably what that person said yesterday, and then you will fuel a negative thinking. And if you instead are just aware of the feeling that floats up, and you might write a little bit about it. It feels like I'm abandoned. I feel nervous that something bad is going to happen. You can access this dead persona, the part of you that has been killed in a trauma, for example. You can access their memories and thereby also resurrecting them and getting them back to the former glory when you acknowledge them. When you ignore them, they will continue floating and popping up and popping up and popping up and creating anxiety in your life. So, for example, panic attacks is very good. It's a direct connection with the trauma. So if you stay with it and you don't become all upset because you have the panic attack, you just, oh, interesting, I have trouble breathing, see here. So breath, suffocation, might have something to do with my respiratory organs or some kind of stress maybe. You can just note, interesting. Like a scientist, you don't have to be, you can watch your body having the reaction. You don't have to have the reaction just because the body has it. You're almost like the person just watching this, what's happening. And here we have the Chariot. So this is you taking charge of things, becoming the conscious soul in your body, and not the body running around without a soul. And like, oh, I'm hurting, this is dangerous, oh, warning flag. So this is you being conscious. You are taking the steering wheel in your body, being aware of what's going on, and being able to take the right turn and see the red flags and following the road directions. So this is you waking up. Instead of automatically just saying I'm stupid, you are seeing, okay, so this is a situation that's challenging to me and I get a little bit stressed out. So I probably need more help. Maybe I should call someone, or maybe I should take this in steps to make it easier for myself. So there's a lot of different ways to do this. You just need to take better care of yourself. And here we have the Three of Cups, and I'm thinking it's just describe what I said. Take better care of yourself. Make things a little bit more fun, a little bit more healthy. Also, you know, maybe alter your hermit stage with some social outings as well. You don't always have to be in this serious mood of spiritual awakening and dealing with blueprints and dealing with your thoughts and seeing to that you're not thinking the wrong thing and create a gruesome future for yourself. And that there we have that gruesome thoughts again. It comes in, as Eckhart Tolle says, through the back door. Because even when you try to do something healthy, it will come with its doomsday approach to things and scare the living H out of you. But here with the Three of Cups, I will take a oracle card for the advice for that card. So the outcome here. Thank you. Nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul needs nourishment, energy, revitalization, strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors, and maybe with other people. Do fun things that restores and replenish your soul. Situation that you are really aware, you're really living in the now and not having the time to live and preoccupy, in your head and be there and, have these gruesome thoughts. You're just being caught up in the moment. So do those things, maybe some activities even, something that's healthy for you, something that makes you happy, that breaks this old pattern. So I'm actually feeling a song. I think it came true today, but in another situation. So that's why I'm a little perplexed or confused. But it's Sinead O'Connor, and it's this line, girl, you better have fun no matter what you do. So that's the little last advice to you in this near personal reading. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. You can also become a member to my channel, a supportive member that will get access to unique emojis, loyalty badges, and live Q&As. Or an extended member that will also get most of my videos ahead of time. You can also become a full member to get access to my mediumship training videos and other special videos. So welcome to join through the link in the description box or through the join button next to the subscribe button if you have one of those. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. And until next time, stay blessed. Bye-bye.